Junior J for TRF Online. I'm sitting here with Krept and Konan, fresh over from the UK, riding on the back of 2 million YouTube views on their hit single, Freak of the Week. How you doing, fellas?
Sam and my brother, you okay?
We're good, man.
What's been on the agenda since you guys came out here?
Literally, we landed here at like 8 a.m. And then as soon as we got here, we went and done a few interviews and we just got straight to work, man.
Like, how was it growing up South London, and how did music influence you guys?
Like the way we grew up like listening to grime and Soul Solid and those kind of artists, and they're the people that kind of got us into wanting to MC. Everyone wanted to be like a Soul Solid kid, and they were from South London and we were from South London, and obviously me and Conan, we grew up involved in gangs and stuff like that, and so you start MCing about the street life and where you're from, and all your friends are spitting and MCing, and it's just about who's got the best one-line flows, and it was like a culture thing back then. And then as the years went by, like a lot of our friends went jail, and then it just ended up being me and Conan, and then we carried on doing music. We started putting out freestyles, started working with SBTV and stuff, and then started growing the fan base, and we put out our first mixtape that went crazy, like in our area and stuff, and then dropped our second mixtape, and then we started working with like artists from over the UK, like bigger artists like Wretch 32 and gigs and stuff, and then we just started grinding, and then people just started taking us seriously. When we put our mixtape out on iTunes, it went to like number 2 in the hip hop charts, and we was like, yo, we can do this, we can actually do this, because this is what we want, do you know what I mean? This is our way out, do you know what I mean? And then we just kept doing music, and then we dropped our like a cover of Jay-Z and Kanye's Otis, and got like 2-3 million views in the first day, and it went viral, and everyone was talking about it, and everyone started paying attention, and we was like, yo, this is crazy. Started having meetings with record labels, and like, yo, what's going on, like, and then the DJs and the radios wasn't really taking it in, and we was like, nah man, what are we gonna do next? And we just said, you know what, forget TV, forget radio, we're just gonna focus on our fans. Then we done our latest project, Young Kings, and then that was just for the fans, and then we dropped that to the fans, and then we got top 20 independently off of the back of just the fans and the support and the real people. And then everyone on the radio, TV was like, okay, I think we should have been paying attention to these guys, and then they started playlisting everything, and then everything just picked up from there, man, and we just became like the young kings of the UK, and everyone just, and then we just elevated, signed our deals, started winning awards, Mobos, BTs, and we just started cleaning up, got a Guinness World Record.
Like, can you elaborate a little bit on that for us? I mean, like I said, we know about the MTV Awards, like you mentioned the Guinness World Record. Tell us a bit more about that so that the people understand what you guys have been doing.
Okay, basically, when we part of the Young Kings mixtape, it charted top 20, like number 19 in the official UK album charts. Bearing in mind it was a mixtape. And then, like, I remember saying, no one's ever done this before, have they independent? And then we went and checked, and then we sent off to Guinness World Record, and they come back to us and said, yeah, no one in the UK history has ever charted independently this high before. So then they sent us a certificate saying, you are amazing, the whole shebang, top 20, well done, you're in the Guinness World Records.
Now you started doing collaborations with people that the world would consider like, yeah, superstars. Yeah, that's the right word. I mean, how does that make you guys feel? Like the Freak of the Week joints featuring Jeremiah, for example. Like, how's it make you feel? Like South London Hood boys, Jeremiah.
It just makes you feel like what all this work we've been putting in is finally paying off, and people are appreciating it. You know what I mean? We put out Don't Waste My Time, and that went crazy, and then that's kind of what got Khalifa into us and stuff, do you know what I mean? And then we just kind of gained that respect from our last mixtape. That's how we kind of got hooked up with Jeremiah. He wanted like the hottest guys from the UK on the remix of Don't Tell Him, and then we done Don't Tell Him, and then we was like, let's make a tune, and he was like, yeah. Then we made Freak of the Week, and then we've come out for YG's like, yo, come to my show, I want you to come out for us, not support, I mean like on their set, come out, surprise. And then we've come out, run out for YG, run out for Tiger, and then we're on the stage with Kanye at the Brits, and then like, and we're just thinking, we're actually doing this thing, like this is mad, like that, and the realization kind of kicks in like that, man.
No, it's amazing to hear that as well. Like, even I'm sitting here and I'm thinking, yo, it's even overwhelming for me to hear. I mean, would you think that the recognition from the US artists is probably down to the BET award? that you guys took for Best International?
No, it wasn't, you know, like they kind of was messing with us from Don't Waste My Time. Like when we did Don't Waste My Time, that spread across the water, and then French got wind of it. He jumped on a remix. We flew to America and went to Revolt, done an interview with Revolt because they was trying to get hold of us for a long time. And then we went there, done an interview with Revolt, linked up with French, shot the video of Chinks, RIP Chinks. And then, yeah, we were just bubbling from there. When they brought us to the strip club, we saw everyone was there, Mobb Deep, Drake, Funkmaster Flex. It was mad. Like, it was crazy feeling like we're just from the ends, and this was meant to just be a quick random trip, like, and then we ended up shooting videos, and then yeah, it come out and it done a mad thing. And then from there we had Americans doing covers of, like, French hit me before and was like, yo, I want to put it on Coke Boys, I want to put Little Dirk on it. I'm like, alright, cool, but we want to shoot the video. He's like, yeah, I'm on that. So that's how the video came about. And then after that, I just started seeing people from New Jersey doing Don't Waste My Time covers, female rappers from America, like everywhere was doing, like, it was crazy, like, yo, Krept Konan, yo, I need to highlight at you. And it was mad. And then when we went BETs, that's when we kind of met a lot of people. And then it was like, oh, yo, Don't Waste My Time. We met Young Chop. He was like, yo, Don't Waste My Time, I'm the first guy to play that in Chirac. Like, I'm like, yeah, big up, you get me? So it was crazy from there. Like, that song kind of found its way across the waters, and that's what kind of feel like drew the attention to us. And the BET, just when we was there, it was just a way of us meeting the people that kind of heard of us already. So yeah, man, that was kind of the first stages of it, man. It was crazy.
Musically, would you say that the album is more hip-hop? Is it more grime? Like, which kind of direction has it gone in?
I feel like it's more hip-hop, more rap, and like, because we kind of made, because obviously all the beats are kind of rap tempo and hip hop tempo, so I'll say it was more hip hop, and it's more got that, it's got like a soulfully R&B kind of feel as well on some songs. We kind of touch on a lot of things. It's got grime on there as well, a grime feel on one of the songs, but we kind of try to keep it, we touch on everything, man, I feel like, because obviously the Freak of the Week is the bashment sound, and then the Rick Ross tune is more like fast trap, and then you got like Fuck What They Say, which is like slow trap, and then you got like the song with my mum that's more like piano based, and then like it's just different sounds, man. I feel like we tried to touch on everything, and I feel like we made it more universal. We kind of thought about that more when making this album. Like, we wanted to make sure everybody understands, because it's all good and well doing a thing that only one territory understands, because then the rest of the world won't get it, it'll get overlooked. So we kind of thought about every single person. So if you're from, I don't know, Africa, you're from, and you understand it, you can get it, do you know what I mean?
Yeah.
And that's what we kind of tried to focus on, as well as making sick music.
Speaking on that subject, like, what is it that's been your influence, like, music-wise, from your younger years until now?
I've grown up listening to like garage and stuff, so when it was just what I saw on my television. Like, when I would put on the box or MTV, I'd see like either So Solid at the time, Neutrino, Oxide Neutrino, or rap wise it was like Missy Elliott and their creative videos, and that's kind of gave me like so when I do a video now, I always want a video to have some sort of different from everyone else's videos. And then like Eminem, like his LP was mad, like sick. Who else did I listen to back in? Bashment as well. I used to listen to Bashment. That's when you go to the parties when you're young, you just call them shubs. Like, you just go in there, it's just bare Bashment playing, and you wind up with two girls, Movado and vibes and that. You get me? But yeah, that's what kind of I grew up listening to anyway, so that's where I kind of got the influence from. And then the MC and then the one line flows, Wiley and Dizzy Rascal and that. And then when he was doing it, I was thinking, yeah, I need to MC and write bars as well, man. I want to be So Solid Kid as well, man. And then that's kind of what got me into wanting to write lyrics and that.
It'd be interesting to hear what people like from So Solid would say, hearing you guys coming through as you are, saying that you know they were your influence. You know, it'd be interesting. How about yourself, music wise, your influences?
Wise, like everything, all the stuff he was saying. I remember when I was in school, like school days, I would like secondary school, I had Sidewinder, DJ Slimzy, that tape with Wiley and Dizzy, that never left my tape player. Like, that got me through a lot of lessons. And yeah, when I was young, it was So Solid, man. I wanted to be a So Solid Kid, watching them doing Oh No with the dog, and it comes in and they're in a state. That when I was young, I was like, yeah, this is hard. Like, that's what kind of got me into like wanting to do MCing, because I used to sing when I was young, because obviously my dad was a big reggae singer, my mum was a singer, my and because of that being a musical family, my brothers had a group and they used to do music in the dining room. There was a studio, so I wrote my first song when I was like 8 about something to do with like a burger bar or taking a girl out. My mum helped me write it, but yeah, I've had so many influences. My brothers used to watch all SWV and Boys to Men, and I grew up watching that. And when you're young and you're seeing them doing the dance moves and that, you're just in the front room and that, yeah, so all of that was a big influence on me. And like Krept was saying, when we go to the shubs and they're playing Bounty Killer and Beanie Man, and you know what I mean, so us getting to do a Beanie Man track later down the line as our first single, so crazy to me, because that's what we was listening to, like Zim Zimmer and all of that, and Sean Paul. So it's crazy, man.
So your running game technique is strong, like your running man technique's like bang on, yeah.
Bang on, bro. I can wind up any guy. Bring them to me, cuz try now. I'm on anything. Yeah, I'm on it. Yeah, man. I can handle. You know when they try to back you against the wall, you gotta control them. Where you going? But yeah, we was doing this from young, man. So
You know the recent yardies. You've seen the way that I'm not on that.
That's basically got violent. Like it's verging on abuse.
The building, the Dubai building, all the way down, jumping on. This is mad. I'm not on that.
So if people wanted to check out more about what you guys are doing online, like where can people head to find out more about Krept Konan?
You can follow us on Twitter, Instagram, Snapchat, wherever it floats your boat, man. We're on there. We're on everything. We cover every ground. Facebook, Krept Konan. Yeah, man. So you can't. We're not going nowhere, man. For now.
Ladies and gentlemen, Krept Konan. Check them out. KreptandKonan.com. This is TRF Online. Junior J signing off.